So in this video, I'm going to show you my game plan for going from $0 to $100,000 in 2022 using Fiverr, freelancing, YouTube, and some other cool side hustles. Ultimately, I want to show you the strategies I'm going to be using to try to make this $100,000 so that you can try to do the same if it's something you're interested in doing for yourself. Now, if you're watching this and you're like, $100,000, $0 to $100,000 in 1 year, that's impossible. Mike's crazy. All I ask is that you hear me out. Regardless of who you are, where you're located in the world, what you do or where you're at in your career, great success starts with a mindset. We can do this. Start there and let's go. So with that being said, let's get into my game plan for going from $0 to $100,000 in 2022. So to start things off, I'm going to throw a couple of different slides up on the screen to show you all of the different income streams I'm planning on targeting in 2022. I sorted each of these income streams based on the type of activity they all fall into. To start things off, we're going to start by talking about the category that I'm calling service-based income streams. In this category, we have Fiverr income, coaching income, consulting income, and any income made from photography. These are all income streams that I consider to be pretty active. They're active income streams that require me to trade my time and energy for some sort of money or compensation. The next category of income streams I'm going after fall under the content creation umbrella. These income streams will both generate active and passive income from the content that I create. This bucket includes YouTube Adsense, YouTube sponsorships, Medium revenue, and my monthly newsletter. I consider this content creation bucket of income streams the highest potential because for each piece of content I create, it has the potential to earn me money for a long period of time. It's an asset that I create once that could potentially earn for me indefinitely. And the last category of income streams that I'm going after in 2022 is passive income. Basically, you do it once, one and done, you do the work once and you're making money passively. And for this income stream, it's going to be book sales that fall into this category. Now that you know what I'm going to be doing to try to make $100,000 using pretty much side hustles this year, I'm going to break down each, give you my thoughts on my game plan for how I'm going to go after each income stream, as well as my estimation of how much I expect to earn with each this year. So we'll start with the service-based income streams. Starting with Fiverr, I've been selling copywriting services on Fiverr for over 3 years now, and I'm at the point where I have a pretty steady or consistent income stream coming in from Fiverr. This year, I plan on offering the same popular gigs I've offered for the last 3 years. Email copywriting, LinkedIn copywriting, product descriptions, Kickstarter pitches, and things like that. I'm going to keep offering those, but to try to up my income through Fiverr this year, I'm going to add a couple of new gigs that I think could be very profitable. The first gig I'm going to add this year is a YouTube coaching gig. I don't currently offer that, but I think there's a market to be had there. And the second new gig I'm going to offer this year is one where I write Medium posts for people. So I've been dabbling on Medium as a blogging platform over the last year, and I've made a couple bucks doing it. So I'm going to try to sell my services to write Medium posts for people looking to farm out their Medium content strategy. And I think that I'm at a point where I can add substantial value to people's lives by offering these two new gigs. So I think it should be able to bump up my earnings in 2022 pretty substantially. So to estimate my 2022 Fiverr earnings, I think it definitely makes sense to base things off of my 2021 earnings. That'll be the foundation that we use to estimate. In 2021, I earned $28,702 for the year, and I completed 245 orders. It's important to note that around May, I was promoted to Fiverr Pro in the email copy category, which accounts for the majority of my revenue. So in estimating 2022 revenue, I'm going to take the monthly averages from May to December and add 15% for the two new gigs that I'm introducing this year. So for 2022, I think it's reasonable to assume that I'll be earning $34,635 on Fiverr. Next, we're going to break down my estimates for the coaching and consulting income I plan to bring in 2022. This one's a pretty new income stream for me, but in 2022, I do plan on ramping up how many coaching sessions I'm taking every month from paid clients. And I'm gonna base this estimation on the rates I was charging for most of 2021, and that's about $300 per hour. Throughout the course of 2022, my goal, like the baseline, is I'd like to offer 1 full hour of coaching every month on average. I plan on setting this up through my website, thenardyblog.com, and I know Calendly has a pretty nifty package. It's pretty cheap, like $10 a month, where you can actually accept credit card payments, people can book their time slot, and it kind of automates that whole back end. So I think I'll probably implement that on the website to make this a whole lot easier. So my estimated profit at the end of the year after subtracting Calendly's $10 a month fee should be around $3,352 from coaching and consulting in 2022. Next up is photography. And I know you're probably wondering, Mike's not a photographer. And you're right, I don't currently run a photography business, but photography has been something I've been very interested in for a long time. So 2022 is the year I'm planning on finally jumping into photography with both feet. To kind of get the ball rolling with photography, to improve my skills and build a network of people that know that I'm, actually trying to be a photographer in some capacity, I'm gonna offer to do 100 free photo shoots for anyone. I've already started this. Friends, families, coworkers, whoever wants a headshot, a family portrait, even a wedding if they trust me, I will do it for free for 100 different occasions. I think this is a good plan because I think that by the end of doing 100 photo shoots, I will have inevitably improved as a photographer, and I think that's really important before you decide to start charging people for your services. You want to be good enough to offer them value, but at the same time, in doing these 100 free photo shoots, I'm building a network of people who are getting something for free from me, a great piece of value. If I do good work and provide them with great portraits or family photos, they're gonna remember me. And when I do flick the switch and start charging for my services, these are gonna be the first people I reach out asking for referrals. And this one's a total stretch goal. I don't know if I'll be able to schedule or fit in 100 free photo shoots in 2022, but I'm gonna do my best. I already have three down actually. I did 2 portrait shoots and I did a friend of mine's condo for real estate listings. But if I can bang out these 100 practice shoots in 2022 and start selling for my services, I think I could probably earn $1,000 before the end of the year with photography. So if we bucket together these earnings estimates for all of these service-based income streams, we come to about $38,987 from service-based side hustles in 2022. Now I'm going to dive into the content creation streams of income. And we'll start here with YouTube AdSense. So in 2021, I had a pretty awesome year on YouTube. I grew my channel to over 40,000 subscribers, and I also had 2 videos go viral and continue to go viral to this day. Last year, my AdSense earnings were just over $11,700. Estimating my 2022 YouTube AdSense revenue is going to be tough because I'm starting 2022 with 6 times the amount of subscribers I started 2021 with, but I'm going to try my best. So considering that I'll be starting 2022 with 6 times as many subscribers as I did in 2021, and I'm really making efforts to up my video production quality, my estimate for 2022 YouTube AdSense revenue is around $35,000. And honestly, my gut tells me that that might be a little bit low, bit of a conservative estimate, but this is totally uncharted territory for me. So if I could pass $35,000 on YouTube AdSense, that'd be fantastic. To get to $35,000 in AdSense in 2022, here's my plan. I'm gonna continue to make 3 videos every week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday on YouTube. I'm gonna continue to try to up my production quality, make fantastic thumbnails, and more thoughtful video titles. And lastly, I'm gonna try to bake in a couple more collaborations in 2022. I did a few in 2021, and they were awesome. The audience loved them, and since we cross-marketed on both of our YouTube channels, it really helped pump up the subscriber base and the viewership on my channel. So if I can lock down a couple high quality video collaborators in 2022, that's something I'm gonna do as well. The next content creation income stream is YouTube sponsorships. Now this is one that I think has a lot of potential in 2022. So in 2021, I started getting sponsorship offers about midway through the year. In 2022, with a much bigger subscriber base, a much bigger following, more views, and better videos coming out, I think it's fair to say that the sponsorship game is going to be pretty strong this year. Using 2021 as my baseline, I made about $6,100 from YouTube sponsorships. For 2022, I'm estimating I'll probably crack the $15,000 mark. So how I'm going to hit this goal, I'm not really going to change up too much how I've been managing sponsorship requests. I get quite a few organically, so I'll probably sift through the inbox and select really high quality sponsors this year. But one thing that I am going to focus on to try to pass that revenue goal for YouTube sponsorships of $15,000 is I'm going to try my best to negotiate better, more favorable sponsorship terms and maybe some longer term sponsorships. So in 2021, most of the sponsors were doing 1 or 2 videos. I'm going to try to lock down some month-long sponsorships to make it easier to hit this revenue goal. Doing that will also add a layer of consistency and stability to my YouTube earnings, which is always a good thing. Next up is affiliate income, and this one really surprised me. I had no clue I earned this much in 2021 from affiliates. In 2021, I brought in just over $2,700 from affiliate links, and I basically put them in the descriptions of every video, in the occasional email newsletter, and I think I have a couple of them scattered on my website somewhere. Now for 2022, I don't really plan on bringing on more or new affiliates, but with my content schedule now at 3 videos per week, which is more than the majority of 2021, I think it's fair to say that for 2022, I should be able to crack $5,000 in affiliate income. All right, so last on the list for content creation income streams is Medium.com. Medium is an online blogging platform where people can post their writing for other people to read. Now the cool thing about Medium is that in order to read more than 3 Medium stories per month, you need to buy a membership, which is $5 per month. Now as a writer, every time someone reads one of your posts on Medium, you get a piece of that $5 that they pay per month based on how many other articles they read on Medium for that month. It's a pretty cool way of making money. In 2021, I definitely didn't take Medium seriously. I wrote a handful of posts. Between May 2020 and December 2021, I only wrote 7 Medium articles. And believe me, they weren't all my best work. Some of them were just expanded versions of some of the stuff I was putting in my email monthly newsletter. I was really just experimenting with the Medium platform. But sure enough, people actually started reading these 7 posts, and it may not sound like a lot, but those 7 posts brought in $39 of revenue, which is crazy. They took me no time to write, and they've just been sitting there. I haven't done any marketing. In 2022, I have some more ambitious plans with Medium. I plan on taking it a lot more seriously, and I plan on publishing at least 30 times this year, with a big focus on a lot of the content being long form, evergreen content, because this is the type of stuff that performs well over a long period of time. So for Medium in 2022, if I write some awesome posts that provide a ton of value, I think I could pass $2,000 earned. Next up is my monthly email newsletter. If you didn't already know, I run a once a month newsletter where I talk about making money online and all the stuff I'm working on every month. It's been gaining popularity, and I think that by the end of 2022, I should be able to get it to about 1,000 people subscribed. Now, if you're wondering how I plan on monetizing it, I don't plan on charging for it ever. But one thing that I am exploring is selling sponsorships. So when people reach out to me to sponsor my YouTube content, a lot of these companies can't afford the rates I charge per video. So I plan on offering up the newsletter as a lower cost option if I can find sponsors that suit that audience and wouldn't be total junk for my newsletter subscribers. So if I do a good job negotiating with potential sponsors and filling a couple ad spots in this newsletter every couple months, I think it's reasonable that it could net me $2,000 this year. So here's a summary of my game plan for earning using side hustles in 2022 so far. So far we have $38,987 from services income and $59,000 from content creation. That puts me at $97,987. So to get me over $100,000, the last income stream I'm going to be chasing in 2022 is the most passive of all of them, and that's book sales. So for the past little while, I've been working on a self-help book for freelancers and side hustlers. The goal is to make something that's a quick reference, easy to reference book that can be very helpful for people when they're in a bind or have a question but don't know who to ask for help. Now the book isn't done yet, but in my mind, if I can get the manuscript completed, get it edited, formatted, and published by June, I think I should be able to start selling it, bring in enough income to get me from $97K over that $100,000 threshold. When it comes to how I'm going to price this book, I imagine it'll be pretty affordable, like $5 or $10 if that's feasible. And to launch it, to make sure it actually sells, I'm going to do a bunch of giveaways and send out copies to other YouTubers to try to drum up some interest for launch day. If I sell it at $10 a pop and I do a good job drumming up interest, I think it's very reasonable to sell 500 copies, netting me $5,000. So if I hit it out of the park with all of these income generating strategies in 2022, I should be left with $102,987 for the year. Now for the rest of 2022, I'm going to be providing updates on my progress and making tutorial videos that you all can follow if any of you are interested in trying out these income streams for yourself. This is a big goal, but I think it's very doable and I think I might be able to pull it off. And like I said, my goal with this is twofold. The first goal is I wanted to challenge myself. Setting a $100,000 earning milestone for side hustles in 2022 is a new height for me, and it would really, I think, help me focus on taking these side hustle businesses a lot more seriously. And the second goal for why I'm doing this is to create content documenting this journey from $0 to $100,000 per year with side hustles, so other freelancers, other entrepreneurial people, and basically anyone interested in doing a side hustle can discover new ways that they or you might be able to make money online, and who knows, maybe it might help free you from your 9 to 5 one day. So those are my goals. I want to challenge myself, and I also want to create some cool content that'll show you some interesting ways that you might be able to make $100K a year without working a formal standard 9 to 5 job. So let me know what you think. Do you think this is doable? Do you think I missed any low-hanging fruit, any income streams that I should add into the mix here? Leave me a comment down below. I look forward to hearing from you. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Can't wait till the next video. Take care. Cheers.